तस्य भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्स नमो तस्य भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्स नमो तस्य भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्स. So today we are going to discuss Karaniya Metta Sutta, which is 8th Sutta from Sutta Nipata. Karaniya Metta Sutta is very much related to our tranquility, wisdom, insight, meditation. Can you see my screen?
Yes, doctor.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it's a very short sutta. So first I will recite it in Pali and then we will go for the English translation. There are different English translations. Since it is a short sutta, we can see more than one translations. So first I will recite it in Pali. Karaniyamath kusalena yanta santam padam abhisamecha sakko ujucha suhujucha suvacho chasamudu anatimani santussako chasubharocha appakicho chasallahukavuti santindriyo cha nipako cha appagabho kulesvannugidho nacha khuddamachare kinchi ena vinyu pare upavadeyum sukhino khemino hontu sabbasatta bhavantu sukhitatta eke chipana bhutathi prasava khavara vanavasesa dighava eva mahanta मच्छिमारस्का अनुकथुला दिठावा एव अधिठा एव दूरे वसन्ति अविदूरे भूताव संभवेसीव सब्बसत्ता भवन्तु सुखितत्ता न परो परं निकुपेथ नातिमन्येथ कथचीन कंची व्यारोसना पठीघसंज्ञा ज्ञानमन्यस्स दुःखमिच्छेय माता यथा नियंपुत्तम् आयुषा एकपुत्तम् अनुरखे एवं पि सर्वभूतेषु मानसं भावये अपरिमाणम् मेत्तं च सर्वलोकस्मि मानसं भावये अपरिमाणम् बुद्धम् अधोचतिरियं च असंवादं अवमेरमसत्वतम् इत्थं चरं निसिन्नो वा इत्थं चरं निसिन्नो वा सयानो यावता सवितम् इद्धो एतं सतिं अधिष्ठेय ब्रह्ममेतं विहारम् इदमहु दिठ्ठिं च अनुपगम्य शीलवादस्सनेन सम्पन्नो कामेषु विनयगेधं न हि जातु गभसेय पुनरेतीति. So this is the translation, Pali text of the sutta, and we will now see a few translations of the sutta. First, we will see the translation by Bhikkhu Sujato. Those who are skilled in the meaning of scripture, Karaniyam Atha Kusalena. Karaniyam means one's duty, actually. Here, Bhikkhu Sujato has taken the meaning as scripture of the Karaniya, but actual meaning of the Karaniyam is one's duty, something which is to be done. That is called Karaniyam. Atha. Atha has the meaningful, something meaningful. Kusalena. Somebody who is skilled in that. Somebody who is skilled in his own meaningful duties. Those who are skilled in the meaning of scripture should practice as follows to realize the state of peace. Yanta santang padang abhisamecha. Abhisamecha. He should practice for yanta santam padam, the post of the peace. Post Santa is Shanti, peace. Also a saint is called Santa in Indian language. Padam, the post of a saint. He should practice to reach the post of a saint, that is the post of an arhat. He should practice to follow, to realize the state of peace. Let them be able and upright, very upright. Sakko, uju, chasuhuju, cha, sakko. He should be able. He should be able to become an arhat. Then he will be able to become an arhat. He will be able to become an arhat only when he follows the Noble Eightfold Path of Samma Sankappo, Samma Ditti, Samma Vacha, Samma Ajivo, Samma Kambanto, Samma Vayamu, Samma Sati, and Samma Samma. When he follows this Noble Eightfold Path, then only he is Sakko, he is able to become an arhat. Uju. Uju means he should be right. He should not have any fault in his mind, any aversion, any craving in his mind. He should avoid anything in his intention. Intention of deceiving should not be there. Suhujucha. It should not be there at all. Never. It should never come. He should be very upright. Able and upright, very upright. Easy to speak to, gentle and humble. Suvacho chasamudu anatimani. Suvacho. Suvacho means whatever you speak to him, whenever you speak to him, he should be a good listener. Good listener. That means easy to speak to, obedient or good listener. That is called Suvacho. Chasa and Mudu. Mudu means soft. He should be soft, gentle. Anatimani. Mani means who is having ego. Mana is ego. Mani means ego. Atimani, too much of ego. Anatimani, there should not be too much of ego in him. Content and unburdensome. Santussako cha subharo cha. Santussako, he should be content all the time with whatever is with. So when we start our dream meditation, we are told that you should be content with whatever is in this moment. So we are following this sutta when we are practicing our dream meditation. Santussako, content. We are told to be content with whatever is. Santussako. Cha subharocha. We should not take burden of anything because everything is impersonal. Do not consider anything as personal, and do not take its burden. Unbusied, living lightly. Apakicho chasalhukavuti. Kicho. Kicho means krutya, that means actions. Apakicho means do not get involved in too many things. If you want to become an arhat, just do only those things which are required to have a livelihood and spend your rest of the time in practicing meditation, in practicing Brahma Viharas. Even if you leave home and wear robes of a monk, but if you get involved in the works of the monastery and do not meditate, then you will not reach the goal. And even the householders, they should not get involved in too many things. They should keep their activities minimum so that they can draw time. They can give time to the meditation, practice of Appakicho. That's why he should be unbusied. Sallahukavatti. His livelihood should be light. He should not have too many complicated things to earn livelihood. Alert with senses calmed. Santindriyo cha nipako cha. Sant indriyo. Indriya means the sense organs, the eyes, the ears, uh, the nose, the tongue, the body, and the mind. All these indriyas, these sense organs, they should be sant, means peaceful. Do not react to the objects of the sense organs with craving or aversion. That is called santa indriyo. Cha nipakocha, alert, and you should be alert when craving arises in mind. You should see and relax it. So that is alertness. You should be alert in relaxing whenever the craving arises. Courteous, not fawning on families. Appagabho kule suvanno anugitho. You should not have ego of your caste, creed, religion, of your family. You should not have that. And because of that ego, you should not act arrogantly with others. You should be courteous, not fawning on families. Let them not do the slightest thing that others might blame with reason. Na chakuttam achare kinchi ena vinyu pare upavadeyum. Ena vinyu pare upavadeyum. Other wise people can blame you. Don't do such acts. Na cha khuddam achare. Do not do even a slightest thing. Kinchi. Kinchi means a little one. Khuddam. Even even a little thing, action of yours should not be blamed by other wise people. That's what Buddha is saying. And then he says the next lines, how to practice metta. How do we start metta? When we start metta in dream, we first did give to the spiritual friend. Then after you cross the barriers, then we start giving it to our family members, then to our neutral people, then to negative people. Then we start it spreading to all the six directions. And how do you do it when you spread it to six directions? May they be happy and safe. All the beings in this world, may they be happy and safe. Sukhino Khemino hontu. Sukhino means happy. Va means and. Khemino means safe. Hontu means be. May they be. May all beings be happy. Sabba satta bhavantu sukhi tatta. Sukhi tatta. May they be happy in themselves. Bhavantu. May they be. Sabba satta. All the living beings. Sabba satta is all the living beings. Bhavantu is maybe. Sukhi tatta means happy in themselves. May all beings, all living beings be happy in themselves. That means the happiness should arise from within. Happiness does not lie outside, it lies inside us. Whatever living creatures there are, eke chipan bhutathi. Whatever living creatures there are, a means there, kechi, whatever, pana bhutathi, who are living beings, all living creatures, with not a one left out. Don't leave out a single living creature. Whoever is living in this whole universe, in all the galaxies, in all the planets, in all the stars, in all the space, wherever there is a living being, you should not leave even one. Tasava thavara vannavasesa. Without leaving anybody. Dighava eva mahanta. Frail or firm. Long or large. Majjhima rasaka anukathula. Majjhima is medium. Rasaka is small. Anukathila means like an atom. Teeny, very teeny or round. Ditthava eva aditha. Ditha means visible. Aditha means invisible. Va means or. A means these. Va means and. Ditha va eva ditha. Visible or and. Those invisible. Eva dure vasanti avidure. Avidure is near, not far means avidure. Vasanti, living. Dure, far away. Eva, whether they are living your neighborhood, living in your neighborhood, or they are living far away in the space, or in America, or in China, or in Britain, anywhere in the earth, or even in Mars, or moon, or some other galaxy, then also you should have metta for them. You should have loving kindness for them, living far or near. Those born or to be born, see, Bhutava Sambhave Siva. Bhuta means who is already born, a living being. Sambhave Siva, not only those who are present now, but somebody who is going to take birth hereafter, they also should be happy. May all beings be happy. Sabba satta bhavantu sukhitatta. So all beings should be happy in themselves. Let none turn from another. Na paro param nikupetha. They should not deceive each other, nor look down on anyone anywhere. Nati manneth kathachi na kanchi. They should not be arrogant with each other. They should not insult each other. Though provoked or aggrieved, Vyarosana patighasanya. Even if you are provoked or aggrieved, then also you should not insult anybody or you should not deceive anybody. Let them not wish pain on each other. Nanyamanyasa dukkham icheya. You should not think ill of others. You should not wish that other person should have pain. Never do that. Even as a mother would protect with her life. Mata yatha Niyam Bhutam. Mata is mother. Yatha, like, suppose, like that. Niyam Bhutam. Her child, her only child. Ayusa Ekaputtam Anurakhe. There is a mother who is having only one child. She will protect that child very, very, very sincerely and with lot of loving kindness. So too, for all creatures, evampi sabbhabhutesu. Similarly, evampi means similarly, sabbhabhutesu. Sabba is all, bhutesu is living creatures. Similarly, for all creatures, unfold a boundless heart. Manasam bhavaye aparimanam. Manasam is your heart, your mind. Bhavaye, develop like that. Aparimanam, boundless love, just boundless love. You develop, you just spread out your metta throughout all the 6 directions with love for the whole world. Mettancha sabalokasmin. Mettancha, metta is loving kindness. Loving kindness for sab, all, lokasmin, for all the worlds. Unfold a boundless heart. Manasam bhavaye aparimanam. Develop metta in your mind, in your heart. Aparimanam, unlimited metta, unlimited loving kindness. Above, below, and all round. Udham adhochatiriyancha. Udham means in the upper direction. Adho means in the lower direction. Tiriyancha means in the diagonal directions. Unconstricted, without enemy or foe. Asambadham averam sapatam. Do not have jealousy towards anybody. Without jealousy, without any enmity or mind, no enmity or no jealousness should come in your way. Asambadham, it should not come in your way. Enmity or jealousy, it should not come in with. No obstruction should come. No obstruction should come in the way of your metta by any means. And when it is to be practiced, now he is telling, when standing, walking, and sitting, titham charam nisinno. Titham means when you are standing, charam means when you are walking, nisinno means when you are lying down. Sorry, sitting, when you are sitting in the all the 3 positions, and also or lying down while yet unwary. Sayano yavatasavitamitho. Sayano means when you are lying down while yet unwary. Keep this ever in mind. Etang sating adhitheya. You should have always this in your mind. Your mindfulness is what? You should be aware that I have to give this metta away. This mind has to give this metta away. There is no I, there is only this mind and body, but this mind has to give the living, loving kindness flow away throughout the world without any hindrance. For this, they say, is a meditation of Brahma in this life. Brahmam etam viharam idham ahu. So this meditation is called a Brahma Vihara meditation. Brahma is supposed to be the highest being in this world, who always dwells in metta, karuna, mudita, and upekha. He is always living in the loving kindness. So this meditation is also called a Brahma Vihara meditation. Avoiding harmful views. Dithincha anupagamma. Dithis are views. Anupagamma means you should not have harmful views. You should avoid wrong views. Virtuous, accomplished in insight. Silava. Silava means somebody who is following the 5 precepts, or for monk 227 precepts. Dasanena sampanno. You should be seeing the Dhamma. You should be experiencing the Dhamma, and you should be rich in that. Sampanno means rich. And Dasanena, inside your Dhamma, your insight of Dhamma, you should be rich and you should be good in Shila also. And you should be able to see the Paticca Samuppada in your mind, the dependent origination in your mind, with sensual desire dispelled. Kamesu Vinayagedham. Kamesu, the sensual desires, the desires to enjoy sensual pleasures. You should be away from that. They never return to a womb again. Nahi jatu gabhaseya punareti. Somebody who practices like this will never come back to womb again. He will not be reborn. So, some many times it is asked whether there can be arhatship just by practicing metta. And this sutta is the proof of that. Just by practicing metta, if you give up wrong views, if you follow the 5 precepts and practice metta and see rasanena sampuno, see the dependent origination in your mind, then you can be liberated. So, one more translation we will see. What should be done by one who is skilled in wholesomeness to gain the state of peacefulness is this. One should be able, upright, straight, and not proud, easy to speak to, mind, and well content, easily satisfied and not caught up in too much bustle and frugal in one's ways, with senses calmed, intelligent, not bored, not being covetous when with other folk, not even doing little things that otherwise one's blame, and this the thought that one should always hold. May beings all live happily and safe, and may their hearts rejoice within themselves. Whatever there may be with breath of life, whether they be frail or very strong, without exception, be they long or short, or middle sized, or be big or small, or dense or visible or invisible, or whether they dwell far or they dwell near, those that are here, those seeking to exist, may beings all rejoice within themselves. Let no one bring about another's ruin, and not despise in any way or place. Let them not wish each other any ill, from provocation or from enmity. Just as a mother at the risk of life loves and protects her child, her only child, no one should cultivate this boundless love to all that live in the whole universe, extending from a consciousness sublime upwards and downwards and across the world, untroubled, free from hate and envy. And while one stands or walks or sits or lies down, still free from drowsiness, one should be intent on this mindfulness. This is divine abiding here, they say. But when one lives quite free from any view, is virtuous, with perfect insight one, and greed for selfish desires let go, one surely comes no more to be reborn. There is another translation by Nana Mulikura. What should be done by one skillful in good so as to gain the state of peace is this. Let him be able and upright and straight, easy to speak to, gentle and not proud, contented to, supported easily with few tasks, and living very lightly. His faculties serene, prudent, and modest, unswayed by the emotions of the clans, and let him never do the slightest thing that otherwise men might hold blamable, and let him think in safety and in bliss. May creatures all be of a blissful heart, whatever breathing beings there may be, no matter whether they are frail or firm, with none excepted, be they long or big, or middle sized, or be they short or small, or thick, as well as those seen or unseen, or whether they are dwelling far or near, existing or its seeking to exist. May creatures all be of blissful heart. Let no one work another one's undoing, or even slight him at all anywhere, and never let them wish each other ill through provocation or resentful thought. And just as might a mother with her life protect the son that was her only child, so let him then for every living thing maintain unbounded consciousness in being, and let him too with love for all the world maintain unbounded consciousness in being above, below, and all round in between, untroubled, with no enemy or foe. And while he stands or walks, or while he sits, or while he lies down, free from drowsiness, let him resolve upon this mindfulness. This is divine abiding here, they say. But when he has no trafficking with views, is virtuous and has perfected seeing, and purges greed for sensual desires, he surely comes no more to any womb, is not reborn. There is one more translation by Amaravati Sangha. This is what should be done by one who is skilled in goodness and who knows the path of peace. Let them be able and upright, straightforward and gentle in speech, humble and not conceited, contented and easily satisfied, unburdened with duties and frugal in their ways, peaceful and calm, and wise and skillful, not proud or demanding in nature. Let them not do the slightest thing that the wise would later reprove, wishing in gladness and in safety. May all beings be at ease. Whatever living beings there may be, whether they are weak or strong, omitting none, the great or the mighty, medium, short or small, the seen and the unseen, those living near and far away, those born and to be born. May all beings be at ease. Let none deceive another or despise any being in any state. Let none through anger or ill will wish harm upon another. Even as a mother protects with her life her child, her only child, so with a boundless heart should one cherish all living things, radiating kindness over the entire world, spreading upwards to the skies and downwards to the depths, outwards and unbounded, freed from hatred and ill will, whether standing or walking, seated or lying down, free from drowsiness. One should sustain this recollection. This is said to be the sublime abiding. By not holding to fixed views, the pure hearted one, having clarity of vision, being freed from all sense desires, is not born again into this world. There is one more translation by Bhikkhu Ananda Jyoti. Repetition has a lot of place in Buddha's teaching. When we read Buddha's words repeatedly, we develop that feeling, we develop the bhavana, we develop that loving kindness, we improve it, we strengthen it. What should be done by one skillful in good who has comprehended the state of peace? He ought to be able, straight and upright, easy to speak to, meek, without conceit, satisfied with little, easy to support, free from duties, and light in living, with faculties at peace, prudent, not forward, and greedless among the families. He should not do the slightest thing whereby others who are wise might find fault with him. May all beings be happy and secure. May all beings in their hearts be happy. Whatsoever breathing beings there are, trembling, firm, or any other beings, whether they be long or great, of middle size, short, teeny, or of compact body, those who are seen and those who are unseen, those who live far away, those who are near, those who are born, and those who still seek birth, may all beings in their hearts be happy. No one should cheat another, nor should be, nor should he despise anyone wherever they be. He should not long for suffering for another because of anger or resentment. In the same way, As a mother would protect her son, her only son with her life, so toward all beings he should develop the measureless thought of friendliness. Towards the whole wide world, he should develop the measureless thought of friendliness, above, below, and across the middle, without barriers, hate, or enemy, standing, walking, sitting, lying, for as long as he is without torpor. He should be resolved on this mindfulness, for this, they say here, is the true spiritual life, Brahma Vihara, without going back to wrong views, virtuous and endowed with true insight, having removed all greed for sense pleasures. He will never come to lie in a womb again. There is another translation by Acharya Buddha Rakkhita, who seeks to promote his welfare, having glimpsed the state of perfect peace, should be able, honest and upright, gentle in speech, meek and not proud, contented. He ought to be easy to support, not over busy and simple in living, tranquil his senses. Let him be prudent and not brazen, nor fawning on families. Also, he must refrain from any action that gives the wise reason to reprove him. Then let him cultivate the thought. May all be well and secure. May all beings be happy. Whatever living creatures there be, without exception, weak or strong, long, huge or middle sized, or short, minute or bulky, whether visible or invisible, and those living far or near, the born and those seeking birth, may all beings be happy. Let none deceive or decry his fellow anywhere. Let none wish others harm in resentment or in hate. Just as with her own life, a mother shields from hurt her own son, her only child. Let all embracing thoughts for all beings be yours. Cultivate an all embracing mind of love for all throughout the universe, in all its height, depth, and breadth. Love that is untroubled and beyond hatred or enmity. As you stand, walk, sit, or lie, so long as you are awake, pursue this awareness with your mind. It is deemed the divine state here, holding no more to wrong beliefs, with virtue and vision of the ultimate, and having overcome all sensual desire. Never in a womb is one born. Last translation by P. Sithera. He who is skilled in working out his own well-being and who wishes to attain that state of calm, nibbana, should act thus. He should be dexterous, upright, exceedingly upright, obedient, gentle, and humble, contented, easily supportable, with but few responsibilities, of simple livelihood, controlled in the senses, prudent, courteous, and not hanker after association with families. Let him not perform the slightest wrong for which wise men may rebuke him. Let him think, may all beings be happy and safe. May they have happy minds. Whatever living beings there may be, feeble or strong, or the seekers and the attained, long, stout, or of medium size, short, small, large, those seen or those unseen, those dwelling far or near, those who are born as well as those yet to be born. May all beings have happy minds. Let him not deceive another, nor despise anyone anywhere. In anger or ill will, let him not wish another ill. Just as a mother would protect her only child with her life, even so let one cultivate a boundless love towards all beings. Let him radiate boundless love towards the entire world, above, below, and across, unhindered, without ill will, without enmity, standing, walking, sitting, or reclining, as long as he is awake, let him develop this mindfulness. This, they say, is noble living here, Brahma Vihara, not falling into wrong views, being virtuous, endowed with insight, lust in the senses discarded. Verily, never again will he return to conceive in a womb. So, this is the sutta we have read. And now we'll go for the ending prayer. May suffering ones be suffering free, and the fear struck fearless be. May the grieving shed all grief, and may all beings find relief. May all beings share this merit that we have thus acquired for the acquisition of all kind of happiness. May beings inhabiting space and earth, devas and nagas of mighty power, share in this merit of ours. May they long protect the Buddha's dispensation. Sad, sad, sad.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.